Hi, this is Joy with Obsessed with Scrapbooking, and today we're cutting this card from the Close to My Heart Artiste Cartridge. We cut it at 5.5. Now I've cut my card and I'm going to bring it over to my score pile where I'm going to go ahead and score the card. There's 2 lines to make and they're little score marks on the card so you can see where those need to be. They're teeny tiny, so you kind of have to look a little bit. And I'm going to show you how to fold it. Always fold so that the pattern you want to see on the outside when the card's done is folded to the inside. Like I want to see the stripes, so I fold the stripes to the inside. I know it seems counterintuitive, but see, suddenly it works. So good to know, got to know that. And I'm going to go ahead and tuck in those little score marks because I thought they stuck out a little bit. So I just kind of tucked them down with my finger, and there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these background pieces and get to inking. I went ahead and sped this up super fast, like 300%, because sometimes inking is kind of slow. So I'm using a dauber from Close to My Heart, this big dauber, and the sable ink. And I'm going to go ahead and ink all, I inked every piece, but I think the cream color, which I will ink in a little bit here. But I like to do the card too, just to keep it all consistent, you know, just to have a consistent thing. Plus it always makes like a nice little border. So, and I even inked a little square because my square is going to stick out. That you're going to see that blue part when I get going. Okay, here I decided just to use my ATG gun to go ahead and stick the orange on the blue piece. Simple, simple. And then I'm going to go ahead and layer that into the card just to have a nice backdrop for that square swing part. I like to put the little backdrop. If you watch the other videos, you notice I'm always putting something larger behind it or whatever. I just think it adds a nice little touch, but it's not very hard and doesn't take very long, so I love it when that happens. As you can see, had to kind of reposition a little bit. No big deal. So there you go. Now, I want to tell you the exact square size that matches that blue square is 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. Exactly. However, for this card, I used a 2.25 inch by 2.25 inch because I wanted to have that blue matted look. And I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of this cream color piece. Next up, we're going to be using the frame flare set that matches the Art Philosophy cartridge. A quick word, I went ahead and cut that square using my paper trimmer, and I'm just using this set, a little square piece. Even though I didn't cut a square from Art Philosophy, square is square, there you go. I go ahead and I stamp it off on the edge of my arm because it's a brand new stamp, and that is a good way to season it quickly. So now I'm going to go ahead and stamp this little piece here, and I remember to put my that nice little backing that helps you, the cushion, that's what it's called, the cushion. Remember the cushion. So I try to remember the cushion every time, but sometimes I forget. So I remembered the cushion. So it's easier to just tap the stamp pad onto the stamp, and then I take a look and see, did I think I get everything? I'm holding it up, and then I'm just going to try to center that as best as I can onto my cream colored piece. The nice thing about inking edges is sometimes if you're a little lopsided, you can't always tell. Inking can sometimes cover a lot of sins. Just something to keep in mind. Now I'm going to use the A Blossom set. This thing is only $6.95, and I think it's got great sentiments for a sympathy card. It's so cute, and I think it's a really great deal. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp on that using the Twilight Blue ink. So now you can see I've gone ahead and speeded up the video because this seemed to take too long, in my opinion. I like you guys to have a fast video. And I have both the words "thinking of you" and "our thoughts and prayers are with you." Then I decided that perhaps that was a little too bulky. So you'll see in the final incarnation of the card, it only has "our thoughts and prayers are with you." But here I just threw some pop dots on the back. And they were awfully sticky. I don't know what's going on with those, and then I just center it so you can see that blue outline, and we have wrapped this card up. It really is pretty quick, guys, so I highly suggest these. These are pretty fun. So you can see in the end I just went with "our thoughts and prayers are with you." I thought that looked better, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, have a great day. bye.